Hey yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy GMike Perez, aka GMike, and y'all know what's up. Another episode of the G Perspective podcast. Before we get into it, please follow me on my socials on Twitter at GMike Perez, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at GMike Media _. The audio version of this podcast is available on all podcast platforms and YouTube as well. And if you're into sports gambling, I run a Telegram channel where we charge $5 a month to get you from anywhere to $10 to $100 of winnings daily. So if you're into that, look at the link down below or hit me up on one of my socials and we'll get you started. This week, bringing on a new guest, Joseph Sanchez, where we talk about the NBA Finals, how the Boston Celtics are up 2-0 in the Dallas Mavericks when Game 3 will be on Wednesday night. Then we talk about the situation with Caitlin Clark being left off the Team USA squad in the Olympics this summer in Paris. So let's get it going. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave some comments, baby. Let's go. My dog Joseph Sanchez, how you doing, my boy?
Thank you for having me on the podcast. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's been a while that we've been talking about this, and finally get some time to get you on. You know, you're a busy guy, I'm a busy guy, but make some time to talk about some NBA Finals, a little Caitlin Clark. But how's it going over there in LA, dog? I see you chilling, boy.
A little light work, They told me I was going to be in the podcast, so I decided to take a flight, make the scenery a little better.
Get the little penthouse right there on the beach.
All my Drake stuff.
On your discount shit, you get discounts for everything. That boy really the plug, Jay Quavo.
Whatever you need on some legal stuff. You got to make that clear.
For sure. All right, man. Been wanting to get you on the pod, talk a little basketball, and what a best time to do it is the NBA Finals. We got our arch rivals, the Boston Celtics, where it's always fuck Boston. They're in the finals going up against the Dallas Mavericks, and it sucks to say, because we are big time Heat fans, so it's tough to say the Boston Celtics right now are up 2-0 the Dallas Mavericks and look like they're about to be NBA champions, man. But last game 2, the Celtics won 105-98, which it was a pretty close game until maybe like the last 7 minutes of the game. I guess we'll just talk about everything going on with this game, but I really want to ask you first with what the hell is going on with Kyrie Irving? What are the Celtics doing that Kyrie Irving cannot pass 20 points?
And I would say it's just pressure. It's constant pressure. They're switching up every defender on Kyrie. You see they start off the game with Drew. Then you got Jalen on him. And it's a very tough matchup, especially with Boston's length. Kyrie's game is finishing. Porzingis is on a different level, blocking everything that goes into the rim. It's very tough. Kyrie's going to have to get in his bag. He's going to have to hit some shots. Some very tough shots.
Yeah, I love the way that Boston's playing defense on him. Again, it's always fuck Boston, but just the love of the game and the love of basketball, like that defensive pressure that they're putting on Kyrie, man, is different, bro. And they can switch from anywhere, man. Anybody can guard him. Derek White, Drew Holiday, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, even Al Horford sometimes, even though he's a little dinosaur out there, yeah, he'll get beat. But still, he's had a couple stops where he didn't stop Kyrie, but he made a miss. I mean, that's the best you can hope for.
1 through 4.5.
Yeah, facts. Because there's some bench dudes like, how Drew Holiday said, like, oh, even the white boys can play defense. It's true, though. Sam Hauser comes out there. He plays tough-ass defense. Peyton Pritchard plays some tough-ass defense.
Pritchard, that's our dude right there.
Hey, they be putting in work when it comes to that defensive level, man. And, dude, 7 for 18, 0 for 3 in threes. And I know in the first game he went 0 for 6 in threes. 16 points. In the first game, I think it was 14 points. Dude, he's shot more shots than he's made points. I'm gonna say that again for the fans. He shot more shooting attempts. He has more shooting attempts than he has points. That's not Kyrie. That's not the Kyrie that we've grown and loved to see. Is it?
Yeah, that's not.
Is it a mental thing? Is it just because Boston's defense is just that good, or what do you really think is going on? I know you already gave an answer before, but like in the retrospect of just Kyrie and his mindset, like, do you think that they're playing really good defense, or he's just fucking himself up in his mind?
I would say a little bit of both. I would say the pressure is getting to him being back at Boston, and also the way he left Boston wasn't on a very good term. So I feel like the Celtics have a target on him. So that could be one of the reasons. But he's figuring it out, man. He's figured it out. Game 1, he had 12 points. You know, he looked terrible. Game 2, he got low 16 points. He's figuring it out. He's figuring it out. What I need is Kyrie to come out like Luka did on Game 2. Luka needs to take a step back so he won't be exhausted for a game at the fourth quarter. That's exactly what we need. And this man needs help.
Yeah.
He needs help. Washington, where you at? Kyrie, where you at? Likely, let's not even talk about him because he's on my ban list right now. But where you at? Like, he needs help. Luka's outscoring the whole team. You can add them all up together, and Luka's outscoring all of them.
Yeah, like PJ Washington, the first game he really didn't show up. I think he only had like 8 points. But this game he did. He went 6 for 13, 1 for 5 in threes. Obviously, you know he wants to make at least 2 more of those. But he had 17 points and he went 4 for 4 in the free throw line. He had 7 rebounds. So, you know, comparing game 1 and game 2, PJ Washington, he did completely better in my opinion. It's just that you go through the whole playoffs with Luka dominating, and we know Luka's going to dominate. Boston knows Luka's going to dominate. He's not going nowhere with that. But you come into the playoffs with Kyrie dominating as well, and now you get into the finals, and to me, it's like he's having a 2011 LeBron James NBA Finals, where Wade has to carry the whole load, and LeBron never showed up to play. That's what it's looking like right now with Luka. Luka, 32 points. 11 rebounds, 11 assists, triple-double, 4 steals. Luka doesn't play defense.
Just cherry picking.
Yeah, probably.
Cherry picking steals.
Boy went 12 for 21 from the field, 4 for 9 in threes, and 4 for 8 from the free throw line. I do think when it comes to that aspect, I think the refs are really going on the side of Boston, you know, in the first 2 games at home.
My God.
You think they're going to do the same thing game 3 and game 4 at Dallas' crib?
Listen, to me, the NBA is rigged. So we know how this goes. Mm-hmm. We've talked about this. And they're going to make an interesting series. I really don't think that the script is for Boston to go 4-0.
Yeah, me either.
So I give Dallas those 2 home games. So it's going to go back in 2-2. And I, as much as I hate to say this, I really think that the Celtics going to get it in 6 or 7.
Yeah. I've said 7, but the way that they're playing right now, man, and the way that Dallas is playing.
It pays me to say it, but the proof is in the pudding, man. Look how many missed calls the referees had. That late block by White and Brown with the push in the back, they don't call that a foul. Mm-hmm. You know, they're being extra aggressive on Kyrie, which is understandable because everybody talking about playoff basketball takes it to another level. But I feel like call that on both ends. You know, you're not going to come over here and knock down Kyrie on one end, and then you get a touch foul going up for a layup, and you want to give him a 3-point play.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that. I think the refs need to call a more fair game. I think they gave a lot of calls to the Boston Celtics. And if you really know basketball, I'm pretty sure you do see it. Don't get me wrong. I think from quarters 1, 2, 3, I think that Dallas does play a lot of physical defense. So sometimes they mess up and they do a little hack foul and touch them in the back or whatever, push them in the back or whatever the case may be. But I think coming down to the fourth quarter, I think the refs really lean to the C's more than to the Mavs, and it's kind of upsetting, man. Because as an NBA fan, you want to see a clear cut game. You want to see who really is the best. Go toe to toe. Don't worry about these fucking foul calls, man. Like let them fucking play.
Exactly. And keep that same energy from the jump. If you're gonna let them play from the beginning, let them play all the way through. Don't be letting them play aggressively in the first 2-3 quarters, and the fourth quarter you want to go and call these ticky tack fouls, and because the players get used to that. Yeah. You're a basketball player. I'm a basketball player. You know exactly how it is. If you once you have that specific ref, you're like, oh, he's gonna let us play. So you start banging, but when it comes to when it matters, offensive foul. Oh, here comes this, here comes that. Just let it go. Just let it go. Let's keep it regular season basketball with more physicality. We already know that under 2 minutes, the referee ain't calling nothing. It's gonna be aggressive, grinded out basketball.
A smack to the face or something like that. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, just whoever wants it more under the 2 minutes. But my biggest take is I think Dallas got comfortable with Kyrie Irving carrying them in the second half. So I think this is where it takes a big effect because during the whole season, and especially in the playoffs, Luka has dominated the first half. And we've seen it because Kyrie scores 4 points going into the third quarter, and he ends up with like 18, 19 taking over the game.
Yep.
So I believe that this is where also, Luka's fatigued because he's not used to having to carry through the whole game.
Yeah. And again, with this game, with game 2, I think the role players play significantly better than they did in game 1 because I really think game 1 it was Luka against 5. Like Kyrie was nowhere to be found. PJ Washington nowhere to be found. Derrick Jones Jr. literally just plays defense out there sometimes, and that should be pissing me off. And then Tim Hardaway Jr. hasn't even touched the floor, bro. Like, what happened to him? He went from being either the second or third candidate for 6th Man of the Year to not touching the floor in Game 2 in the NBA Finals.
How does that happen? I don't know. They put in Exum before they put in
Hardaway. Exum had 11 minutes. 1 shot.
Tim Hardaway had 7 minutes.
In game 1, I think. Not in game 2.
No, game 1. Yeah, I feel like they're giving him the Duncan Robinson treatment.
But why? He's a spot-up shooter. He can score. Does it have to do with confidence? Is he not?
I don't know. I made this joke last year with Duncan Robinson. It was Eric Spoelstra would tell him, "I'm gonna put you in. You make the first shot, you're gonna stay in the game. You miss it, you out of there. You bench for the whole." I feel like that is what they're doing to Hardaway right now.
Yeah, man. They didn't even give him a chance in game 2, man.
They didn't because he went in. He went 0 for something in game 1. They were like, "That's it. You're done.
Yeah, probably.
Sit down, Cancun."
Yeah. Let's talk about the. Go ahead. You got something else to add?
I was gonna say on the great words of Shaq, they need to do better.
Facts. Yes, they do.
They need to do better.
Down 0-2, man. That's not.
It's not impossible. It's not impossible.
One game at a time.
D Wade did it back.
To Dallas.
D Wade did it. Yep, to Dallas on 06. Who else did it? The Cleveland did it. Golden State did it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, it's definitely not over. It's just, man, the way that the C's are playing, and I wanted to take it to them, talk about them a little bit. The way that they're playing, man, they're just a collective unit. Dude, you got 6 players that can give you 10 plus points. No, actually, probably 7 players that can give you 10 plus points, and 6 of them can give you 15 plus. And bro, if you got a recipe for success like that on offense, and you're playing impeccable defense against the second best player on the other team, it's tough to lose, bro.
I think all their starters can give you 20 plus. Drew Holiday
on an average series.
Yeah,
I don't think Horford can give me 20 on average. I think he can give me 21.
But remember, hold on. But Horford didn't start though. Horford started. No, he started this game.
Okay.
Because of Porzingis, he was hurt. He was hurt. But game 1, when Porzingis started, and we're talking about Porzingis at the 5. We got Drew Holiday. He can give you 20. I say 6 out of 10 nights.
Mm-hmm.
White, you saw what he does to our Heat, so we
Yeah,
have first hand experience on that. We got JT, JB, and Porzingis, who's playing out of his mind. I feel like this is like New York Porzingis.
yeah. If you put Porzingis in the starting lineup, for sure, I agree with that. Like, each of them, all five starters can give you 20 points, 100%. That's it's unstoppable, man. But a lot of the controversy right now is going toward Jason Tatum because they say that he's not scoring a lot and doing all this stuff. He went 6 for 22, 1 for 7 and 3. He had 9 rebounds. He had 12 assists. He had 18 points and 3 turnovers in game 2. With Tatum not scoring a lot, obviously they're up 2-0 right now. But let's say the series was tied or they were down 0-2. With him not scoring a lot, would that be a concern for the Celtics? Or do you like the way that he's playing right now, trying to be a playmaker, trying to get everyone else involved before he gets involved?
I mean, honestly, I think they found the key to success right now. I think I think the Celtics, when they lose, it's not like other teams beat them.
Mm-hmm.
They lose because they beat themselves, because they're still trying to figure out who's the man. They don't know. They don't know who's gonna close out the game. Because now they got the controversy that JB is better than JT. So at the end of the day, it's like Jason Tatum said, if he has to give out 14, 16 assists a game, obviously he has to shoot better. There's no excuse. You're a superstar.
Yeah, of course.
But if he has to take less shots and set everybody up for them to win, then that's what he has to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he has to do. I also don't like JT going out there and shooting 10 threes a game.
Yeah, no,
I
you
need
don't
him.
want that.
I need him to put his head down. Work on the mid range game. Attack the basket, and everything will clear up for you. He's coming out there jacking up threes like if he's Curry.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's honestly playing pretty good, because people are jumping on him because of his shooting.
Yeah.
But if he wasn't shooting, if he was shooting a good 9 for 10 with 14 assists and 9 rebounds, everybody would be like, he had an awesome game, fantastic
Yeah.
game.
Mm-hmm.
They still won.
Yeah, and that's the ultimate goal, bro. It's just to get the damn wins, bro. Because 2 more wins and they're NBA champions, man. Like, you're not worried about these scoring titles or none of that shit. Like Shaq said it best: if you worried about that shit, you're gonna lose.
I'd rather JT go out there and average 15 assists with 12 points than watch him drop 40 with 5 assists and then take an L.
Yeah, with any basketball team, man. That's why, like, sometimes I love the way we play, but then I hate the way we play. Talking about the Miami Heat is because, like, I feel like with any team, man, just look for the open man. You have an open shot, take it. You have an open lane, take it. You got an open floater, take it. You got an open putback, take it. Like, and if the shot clock winds down 5 seconds, whatever, all right, make an intelligent basketball move to get yourself a shot. If it's contested, it is what it is. The shot clock is going down. Try to make the shot. If you miss, whatever, get back on defense. But there's too many teams out here and a lot of them you don't see going to the playoffs every year like a lot of these other teams. And it's because they try to do so much with the ball when it's, just go out there and play fluently, dog. Buddy's open, pass it. Buddy's open, shoot it. Buddy's open, like, don't create a turnover. Like, I don't know. I feel like obviously it's easier said than done, but with the Celtics, the way that they're playing, dude, it looks super easy. And then you compare it to the Dallas Mavericks, where they're trying to run the pick and roll the whole time with Luka. No one gets open, so he has to do a crazy move in the paint or do a step back while he almost hurts his knees just to get a damn bucket, while everybody else is just watching him. Like, I don't know.
I feel like, because the Celtics are playing the most perfect defense, which the Mavs need to play. The Celtics are literally telling Luka, drop 80 points, but you're not going to beat us.
Yeah.
Which is what they need to do to the Celtics. I don't understand, why are they so worried about JT putting his head down or JB putting his head down. Oh, let him go to the basket. Let him go to the basket. There's no need for Jason Tatum to put his head down and find open mans in the corner. Like, you're sending three at him.
Yeah, they are.
Why?
They are.
Why? Why? Trust your defense. All right, trust your defense. If it's Luka on him, I understand because you don't want him in foul trouble. Okay, but do as much as you can not to have that matchup. You know,
That's the matchup that they've been looking for the whole time.
It's basically when was it that the Heat played the Nuggets in the finals like
Last
2 years ago, right?
Oh,
It was last year. It was last year. What they do to Jokic, that only game that they won in the finals. Jokic, you're gonna drop 50 on us,
but no one else is making shots.
But nobody else is touching the ball. Bam, you're gonna. That's your assignment, and that's it. We're not helping off of anything. You're gonna get cooked. And that's exactly what they need to do. Get cooked one on one, and that's it. Don't leave nobody open. If you look at the films, which I was watching it this morning in slow mo, my guy, these people Celtics are not helping for anything. They're trusting their defense.
Yep.
They're trusting. They're hedging and coming back, hedging and coming back. And Luka's game, what is it? Drive to the basket, kick it out. Turn around, fade away. Because Luka's hitting some crazy shots, but without your teammates, you can't do nothing.
No, great analytical take. 100% agree with that. Let's talk about Porzingis because this man at the end of game 2, he was playing hurt. 100% he was playing hurt, and then he confirmed it. And they asked him, "Are you gonna sit out more?" And he said, "I'll die out there on the court." How do you feel about that?
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. From a basketball player myself, I love it. This ain't no regular season game, man. After everything Porzingis has been through, they hated him in New York. Then they loved him in New York. Then he got hurt. Then he got traded to the Wizards, I believe. Then from the Wizards to the Mavs.
Yep.
And then he played with Luka, and then he found a home in Boston. They were doing so good. He got hurt. So if Boston wins a chip, for me, I'm gonna love it because of Porzingis. I ain't gonna love it because of nobody else. Only Porzingis.
No, I'm not gonna love it. Fuck all of them. But yeah, he got traded to Dallas, and then he got traded to the Wizards because
that was one of those.
Yeah. Because the Wizards got the Dallas Mavericks got Spencer Dinwiddie, I think, off of them. It was a 3-team trade or some bullshit like that. No, I love it too, man. And this is why I had said before with going back going back one series when Tyrese Halliburton didn't play the last 2 games of the Eastern Conference Finals because of a hamstring injury, right? And I get it. It just happened. It probably popped because I've had that shit happen to me before and it sucks. But I'm in the NBA Eastern Conference Finals, bro. And with Porzingis is different because he's had time to rest and heal and whatever. Now he probably aggravated it again, and that's what probably happened. But it's probably not as popped. He just feels like a tension there because again, I have felt that. So
yeah, stiff.
Yeah, exactly. So I get where Tyrese Halliburton was coming from, bro. But me personally, and I know you. And probably a lot of other people, I'm out there going on that court, bro. I don't care if I'm fucking limping, dog. I'm out there. But I think the Pacers did that on purpose because they play really well without him. So it was maybe a strategic move. But just me as a player myself, no, I'm going out there and I'm fucking dying on that court. That is.
Yeah, I mean, at least to that point, remember, we never truly know the severity of all the injuries,
True.
They just tell us it's a hamstring, and then just to take it back, you remember we all know what happened with KD. So the Warriors begged that man to play. You're good. Yeah,
that's KD Achilles. That's fucking different. Yeah, I'm talking about hamstring.
Yeah, but it's still you feel good. The player wants to play, and then one move aggravates it, and they get. Thank God it didn't end KD's career, but it could end your whole career.
Yeah, facts.
So Porzingis. I mean, I hope he plays, but I hope he plays safe, man, because last thing I need is another injury. And again, yeah, you want to die on the floor, but it's not like your team needs you, man.
Yeah, the way they're playing. Shit.
You feel me? Like you talk, you like the Celtics to the Pacers. Like the Pacers need Halliburton.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like if Halliburton would have played those games, it would have been a whole different story.
I think they would have won one of those games at least.
It would have been a whole different ball game. But like the Celtics, like Porzingis, they don't need you, man. Like it's great to have you there, but they don't really, they can do it without
So
you,
you
man. Think
telling
about your career.
Porzingis right now to sit his ass down? That's what you telling him?
What I'm telling him is wake up tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
or whenever the game is. I think
When's
it's
the game?
tomorrow.
Let me see. I
It's
think it's
on Wednesday,
Wednesday.
right?
Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday.
Wake up on Wednesday. Take a full rest tomorrow. Wake up
Yeah,
on
Wednesday.
Wednesday, and if you feel any stiffness, I'm not doing it. No.
Yeah.
I'll probably play one quarter. I ain't gonna lie. I'll probably go out there and play one quarter so people be like, "Oh, he tried. He tried."
Play a good 10, 15 minutes.
Yep. But I'm not getting no rebounds. I'm not doing nothing. I'm going out there spotting up. Find me.
Yeah. So next game is Wednesday, game 3. Game 4 is Friday, and then game 5 will be Monday. Okay, because I saw a stat yesterday that the Celtics now they're 13-0 on Sundays. So if that game 5 would have been on Sunday, that would have been toast, bro.
Man, I'm tired of all these stats, man.
Why?
Kyrie Irving, like now he's like 0-14 versus the Celtics since he stepped on Lucky.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Have
Yeah,
you seen that one?
yeah.
Apparently, then Kyrie is like 8-0 on closeout games.
Yeah.
I'm like,
No. Yeah, that's right. 8-0. 8-0. Jaylen Brown, bro, because Jason Kidd said, and obviously this was more like to poke at the team to make them maybe try to get disoriented, and I think it was a big failed attempt. But he was saying that Jaylen Brown is the best player on that team. Do you believe what Jason Kidd said?
100%.
Why is that?
100%. Jaylen Brown has proved it time and time again. Listen, man, this is how many times has Jason Tatum? They've been to the finals. They've been to the playoffs. And who shines? It's JB. JT always struggles when the light shines bright.
Mm-hmm.
And we're watching it now because earlier we just talked about the terrible shooting performance that he's having.
Yeah.
And who was the MVP of the Eastern Conference? JB. I'm saying JB.
And right now he's the forefront runner for NBA Finals MVP.
When the regular season is on, JT can have everything he wants. But when it comes to the playoff, I want the ball in JB's hands, man. I wish he could play make a little more because that will take him to like another elite level because he's a bucket. He can defend, he can shoot, he can finish around the basket. But if he learns how to facilitate, we can put him up there in the MVP conversations if he decides to take the regular season serious.
And that's where I differ right there because Jason Tatum, in my eyes, is a better, well-rounded, all-around player than JB is. I think JB is a great scorer. I think he's like a 3-level scorer, like you said. He could shoot the ball. He could take it to the rack. He could shoot the mid-range. He's not that good with free throws. I'll tell you that. He's not that good with free throws. And JT is very good with free throws. And he's very good at rebounding. He's very good at playing defense, playmaking, scoring. Yeah, he's having 2 rough games right now. But I think they took, like how you said, they found the keys to success. And that is Jason Tatum being a all-around player instead of a pure scorer that he was once before. When he played with Kyrie, when he played with Gordon Hayward, when he played with all these other guys when they went to the Eastern Conference Finals and all through the playoffs and to the finals before against the Golden State Warriors. I just think that JT is just the better all-around player. But I don't take away from Jaylen Brown. I think he's a great player. Again, I just think I agree with you on that aspect. If he does get his game to a more facilitating aspect, then I would see more of an argument there for sure. I think that they would be neck and neck. It would be hard to take it away from it unless you're looking at accolades. You got JT's a gold medal.
Nah, I never,
Yeah,
I
you're talking
never
about
compare.
pure skill and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll give it to you there. We're talking about skill base. JT is obviously way better, but when it comes to getting it done, like what's the point of having all the skill base if you can't get it done?
Yeah.
Like you can. Yeah, he's a great rebounder. He's a great defender, but at the end of the games, who's locking down the superstar? JB. At the end of the games, who's finishing most of the Celtics games? JB. Because from what I recall, I remember during the regular season, JT missing a lot of shots and JB coming up to save him.
Yeah.
And people are gonna say, yeah, that's what teammates are for, this and that. But at the end of the day, I honestly feel that JB is better. It's just a tad bit better than JT. I'm not gonna say that he's on a different level as him. I just feel like the only thing missing to take him to that extra level away from is the playmaking.
Yeah.
And that's it. Because JT, I could tell he wants to have that Mamba mentality because that's his hero. But some
Corny as fuck.
people you want to have it, and some people just have it. So I feel like JB just has it. Like he just comes to play, and you can tell. Look how he's locking down Kyrie. He's playing defense on Luka. When was the last time you saw Luka get stripped 3 or 4 times like that in a game?
Yeah, facts. Mm-hmm.
Like he reminds me just a better shooting Jimmy Butler. It's a two-way. It's a two-way. And now in this game, that's what you need.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the Celtics, fortunately, they love to have them both, and they don't care who is the best player. All they care about is what the end result's going to be of this damn series. And right now, they're up 2-0. They're going to Dallas. Next 2 games are in Dallas. Just off of predictions of next game, just game 3. Who do you think takes it? By how much? And what do you think Kyrie's going to do?
Dallas blows them out.
Dallas blows them out. Wow.
Dallas blows them out.
Wow.
That's my prediction. And you can log that in the parlay.
Nah,
whoever watching this, Dallas plus 10.
Yeah, right. Fuck out of here.
All right.
And how much Kyrie gonna drop?
22.
22. Damn, I actually think he's gonna drop more than that. I think he'll drop 30.
22. I'll give him 22.
Okay. Yeah, he definitely.
But the biggest player that needs to step up is Washington.
Yeah, he needs to have another 17-point game.
He needs to be ready to be shooting threes. Because he had a 17-point game, but how many threes did he miss?
4.
And he's supposed to be a knockdown corner shooter because that's what he's shooting, corner.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, but there was 2 shots that he shot from the wing. I remember seeing.
He's a knockdown shooter.
Yeah, but you know how it is, bro. You know how it is with spots. Come on. You know how it is with spots. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm not giving him the excuse. I'm just
but you can't
for the non-basketball
us.
I know, but listen, for the non-basketball IQ fans out there, the hot spots make a difference. Yes or no?
All right, for y'all that's never touched a basketball in your life, yes, there is a difference between shooting at the top of the key, the easiest shot, and then shooting in the corner, the easiest shot, and then shooting at the hashes was easy shots if I'm shooting. But
no, I get it.
But but my thing is, you're getting paid millions of dollars to shoot, bro. To shoot, and you're not even a star player of the team. Because if this is Luka missing all these shots, I'd be like, all right, but Luka has to throw up these shots.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But you're shooting wide open, man. Luka is getting everybody on him, getting all the attention. And you're just missing shots. At some point, it's like, what are you going to do? What are you doing after the game? What are you doing differently than what you did last series? Because last series, you were a bucket. So, like, I'm going to need you to go back to sleeping at 9:30 p.m. or hydrate even better or wake up in the morning and start to shoot. Because if I'm Luka, everybody's getting a message on that group chat, bro. Everybody waking up at 4 a.m. and we doing shooting drills
Type shit.
because they need to hit. This is the same thing we say with the Lakers. Look at LeBron. LeBron and AD. LeBron has succeeded how with shooters in his team. He's done it his whole career. In Miami, he had the best shooters. In Cleveland, he had good shooters. And now in the Lakers, you got no shooters. So you need shooters in your team, especially when you got superstars who draws all the attention and they find you wide open. You can't, you got to be ready for those moments. And if you're not ready, then bring somebody else in.
Tim Hardaway,
You know,
where you at?
I don't know, man. You figure out something. Hardaway, Derrick Jones Jr. needs to give me at least 2 threes, man. I don't know what he's doing. Last game 1, he started off the game with the first 3 of the game.
He went over
Swish.
3.
Swish, and then this game, I don't know what's going on mentally. I think the Celtics are shutting them down mentally.
Yeah, it is, and physically. I mean, it is what it seems like. Only one that's really popping off is Luka. Luka's the only one that's really been in this.
Yeah, but because Luka, this person, but the thing is that Luka, if Kyrie was at least 6'6" or 6'4",
oh man,
bro, Kyrie will not be touched. But the fact that Kyrie is a small guard, I'm not sitting here saying he's easy to guard.
Oh, of course.
But once they put that physicality on him, it drains Kyrie too. Luka's big bone there. Luka drops that shoulder on you, and he's getting space regardless. And Luka's had this pressure on him since he was 13. He's been playing with grown men since he was like 13, 14, winning EuroLeague championships.
Yeah,
this is light work to him. This is light work. This is another day in the office, and you can tell how he plays. He's like, I gotta clock in and I gotta clock out. It's a little 9 to 5 to him.
The way that he be walking around too.
Yeah, it's like he just makes a shot. And he's like, I did that. Now give me the ball so I can do it again.
Yeah, I think the Mavs take next game for sure. But like I told you yesterday, I think if the Mavs win any games, because the way they're playing right now, it looks like it could be a sweep. And Boston is one of the best road teams in the season this year. But if Dallas does win, I think they win by like a few points, like 2-3 points. I don't
plus
think
10.
it's
plus 10.
Plus 10 is the perfect slip to freaking take. But if they win, remember, they need Kyrie to show up. They need PJ Washington to show up. Celtics got 6 guys that are showing up offensively. Luka can't do it by himself.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
And I also got to give credit to the Celtics, man, because, listen, the Mavericks lead the whole NBA in alley-oops by a margin.
And we haven't seen that yet.
I've seen one.
I don't remember.
The alley-oop from Luka to Derrick Jones Jr.
I don't remember.
I think it was the last game.
It was probably last series.
No. It was, what was it? How many points Derrick Jones Jr. had last game?
This game he had 11 points. He had 4 for 7.
Yeah. It was that game. He had an alley-oop dunk, and that was the first lob of the whole series, man. And that's their game. That's their game. Luka drives in. Here comes Lively for the slam. Here comes Gafford. Hopefully, we see a little more energy from them playing at home.
Yeah, facts. It's definitely going to be a different game. I think it's going to be a different atmosphere for Dallas Mavericks. The Celtics are going to feel their atmosphere. They're going to get a little rattled, but I think they'll stay close within the game. Like I said, I think Mavs will win by a few points. Hopefully they do, man, because if they go down 3-0, yikes. Before we get out of here, bro, Caitlin Clark, the rookie phenom, the number 1 pick for the Indiana Fever in the WNBA, was not selected for Team USA, the women's Team USA, for this upcoming Olympics in Paris. And I just wanted to get your take on that, because there's a lot of controversy on why people think that she should have been selected or why she shouldn't be selected. So everybody got their own opinions on it. So I just wanted to hear yours about it.
And it depends on what route you want to go on. If you want to talk about from a basketball perspective, no, she shouldn't have been selected
Okay.
because there's a lot of, I want to say better, but a lot of more deserving players that deserve to be on that spot. But if you're talking politics, I would say that the WNBA they messed up heavily because you're talking about a girl who, I'm not a woman, I'm sorry, who is changing the game, changing the whole game. Like she has fans. Like Indiana had to upgrade to an arena, like a real arena, because
Facts.
their fan base went from 6,000 to 17,000. She leads the whole WNBA in jersey sales, like and I feel like if she would have been on the USA team, it would have took it to another level. Would have got a lot of eyes on it.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, it's always on how you view things. To me personally, at a basketball perspective, she didn't deserve it, and
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. That's good that she got snubbed because now she gets her mind right. Next year, she's coming for it. What was that her coach said that she had a conversation? She's like, "Oh, you woke up a demon now."
The thing she said was, "Hey, coach, they woke a monster," which I thought was awesome. Then she goes on to say, "She's young. She's going to have so many opportunities in the future." But Caitlin
Yeah.
Clark said, "My bad, cut you off, but just so they know."
No, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I'm excited for the girls that are on the team. I know it's the most competitive team in the world, and I know it could have gone any other way. Me being on the team or not being on the team, I'm going to be rooting for them to win the gold. When I was a kid that grew up watching the Olympics, it was so much. It will be so much fun to watch them. So, with that being said, man, I like her attitude towards it. Right, like she's not letting the outside dictate on how she feels about the women around the league, the women in the USA team, and the WNBA as a whole, and their fans. She's not letting the outside dictate that, and which I respect a lot. She has her own thoughts and feelings for it, but like in all power to her, she could have been pissed off, and she could have not be pissed off at which she is now, and anybody would have to accept it, bro. Because in the end, it's like now I'm gonna go on both sides of the spectrum with this. On the negative side, it's like she brings so much popularity to the WNBA, and it was like back in the day. Obviously, now we got social media and everything, so we could see what's going on internationally in most countries, not all, but back then it was like when Team USA 1992, when MJ went across the seas, everybody wanted to see MJ. Everybody, oh, Michael Jordan this, Michael Jordan that, and they got to see him, and they're like, oh my God, we love the NBA. We want to watch the NBA all the time. And from then on, the NBA became an international league, really, in the eyes of the people. And you see it today with so many players that have come from overseas. Luka, for example, one of the top players in the league right now.
Yeah, Luka, the reigning MVP,
Yes,
Nicola,
exactly. And the MVP
so,
before
the
that.
rookie of the year, Giannis, the
Yeah,
rookie of
the
the
rookie
year,
of the year, like
Wemby.
very international game. So it's like the popularity that she could have grown with Team USA for the WNBA is there. It's there. You can't deny that. It's there. Now, when it comes to the roster itself and her play with the team and all that, I do agree. Maybe she wasn't ready for that. The summer's right here. The Paris Olympics is about to start soon. WNBA league is probably going to be over soon, and they're going to get onto that. So she hasn't shown much, and it's not like she's been having bad games only. No, she's had good games, but she's had bad games too. Tonight, you just told me that she only dropped 10 points. Like, I don't think that she is ready for that. And then on top of that, the USA roster does not include any players under 26 this year. So, kind of fits into what's going on. Like, I get why people are upset, but people got to understand it too. It's just like, it's two sides of the coin to this. You really
It's
can't.
politics. It's all politics.
Yeah.
It's trust me. It's all politics. I honestly feel with the attention that Kaylin Clark is getting now, with the whole, players are being extra aggressive with her, knocking her to the ground. It's a very sensitive topic.
Mm.
So I believe that if they would have given her the spot, I think there would have been a lot of issues
Yeah,
with a lot of players.
yeah, maybe, maybe. And that's another thing, man. It's just like, why are you guys giving this girl hell when all she's doing is bringing? Oh well, initially all she's doing is just playing ball. She can't control what other people say and feel about her. Like, it's just her game that people love, and the way that she acts too. They just love it. So it's like she's bringing all this attention, and there's no such thing as bad publicity, but she's bringing good publicity to the WNBA, and you guys are hating on her.
Instead of just saying thank you, they're just giving her crap for no reason. Because at the end of the day, because of her, the players are gonna get paid. Players are gonna get paid. People are gonna pay to see her. They don't understand. The more money she brings to the organization, the more money they have to dish out to the players. Like
And
you know,
if people are watching the NBA just because of her and they watch her games, that could lead to, okay, I'm playing against her tonight. That means if I pop off, maybe some fans will like me. Maybe some fans will want to follow me. Maybe they want me to endorse some shit or whatever the fuck case may be.
yeah.
But this negative connotation to it is just ridiculous, bro. It's mad disappointing too. It's like you should be happy for your peer to be having this success so early in the game instead of bashing her because she's a rookie selected number one overall and people love what she did at Iowa. So now she's transforming it into the NBA and she's not playing all that great. She's not an all-star, but she's having good games. She's having bad games too. It is what it is with basketball and sports in general.
Yeah.
You're not going to have
Yeah.
a good game all the time. Like, you think Tom Brady was going to win a Super Bowl every year? Fuck out of
I
here.
would have retired from the NFL. I would have stopped watching the NFL.
Right? Exactly. And
But I don't know. My biggest take is it's one thing for your opponent to want to be aggressive with you and hate you, but once you have hate in the locker room as well, which you can tell, her teammates also envy her because, listen, man, if somebody hits one of my teammates and nobody goes to do nothing, we having a problem. Like we fighting in the locker room, or we gonna fight.
100%.
How does she get elbowed? Which we all can tell that anybody who saw the play
straight
knows it's not a
shoulder to the
basketball play.
fucking shoulder and almost jaw. She almost shouldered her jaw. That's what the fuck.
And then her teammate is gonna walk up to her and just help her. No! I need you to Draymond Green. Yo, run up to her and just real quick, bro.
That ass.
I'll pay your fine. I'll pay your fine.
That ass.
And I
bet someone would have paid that teammate's fine. I would put all the money in my savings that someone would have paid that fine for that teammate.
Of course, I'm pretty sure. And it's like people can say, yeah, she got snubbed and this and that, but it's like, look at Angela Reese. Angela Reese is having a way better start than her, and she didn't get picked out. So you can also look at that. You can also look at
she's also bringing attention to the league too.
Yeah, well, this girl's a bucket. I forgot her name, Aurike Agumbale, whatever her name is.
Okay,
she's a bucket. And she didn't make it. Yeah, so that's my favorite WNBA player right there. She's a bucket. You ever seen her play, man?
I think I know who you're talking about. It's either for the Dallas Wings or the Minnesota Lynx, right?
For the Wings.
Yeah, for the Wings. I know who you're talking about. She wears a headband.
Bucket. Yep.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
She's so nice. And you're telling me, so if she didn't make it, Angela Reese didn't make it, like they said, Caitlin Clark is young. I'm sure she's going to have 15 more appearances. So she'll be all right. By the end of the next year, guaranteed, she's going to lead the NBA in 3-point and 3-pointers.
And she's a playmaker too. And she hustles. And she almost dropped a triple-double the other day, I think.
Yeah, she grabs the rebound. She pushes the pace. She's a basketball player. And she's humbled. I love it. because she was late on what was it? She was late to a post conference because she was signing autographs for fans,
That's what's up.
and the reporters were giving her superstar like oh my fans come to see me. I'm gonna sign jerseys. I'm gonna sign.
She's for the
Yeah,
people, man. She's for the
I'm a
people.
superstar, man. I hate on it, bro. Hate on it.
That ass.
Embrace it. I
That
hope
ass.
she embraces the hate.
Same, bro. Same. Hey, man. Great convo, man. We still got a lot of NBA finals to watch and talk about. Like I said, Game 3 is on Wednesday night, probably 8:30 p.m. TNT. No free ads. But before we get out of here, Joseph, if you want people to follow any of your social media accounts, but if you don't, it's all good. But if you do, let them know where they can find you, dog.
You can add me on Instagram, jquavo_. That's pretty much it. That's all I got.
That's all you got, baby.
That's all I got, bro. Keep
Check
it
them
low
out
key.
on my stream when we playing FC 24 and Madden 24, man.
I got the clips for you, bro. I got some clips for you.
Guys, you know where you can follow me on Twitter at GeorgeMikePerez, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at GMikeMedia_. The audio version of this podcast is available on all podcast platforms and on YouTube as well. And if you're into sports gambling, I run a Telegram channel where we charge $5 a month to get you $10 to $20 to $50 to $100 a day in winnings.
Yes, sir.
If you guys want to get into that, you'll see the link at the bottom. Or if not, just hit me up on one of my DMs and we'll get you started, baby. Joseph, thank you, my dog. Have you back on when you already know what it is, baby. Maybe at the end of the NBA Finals, maybe post NBA Finals. So be ready.
Yes, sir. Just remember, Dallas Mavericks +10.